Alright, so this video is a little bit different because we are on the road right now. And why is that? Well, my iPad case, my $300 magical keyboard case is not working. So I started a week ago, and this video probably won't go up until a week after this, so we'll just say 2 weeks ago. And just randomly, it just stopped doing anything. It stopped recognizing the case. Every time I try to use the case, it says accessory not supported. So of course I try cleaning the contacts on the back of the case and on the iPad itself. And then I also tried to update the software because it happened around the same time as iPad OS 14.4.2 dropped and updated on my iPad. So I tried enrolling in the beta software, the 14.5 build 6, to see if it was a software issue. I was actually recording a video on it, but I ended up not releasing it because it ended up not fixing the issue. So after that, I contacted Apple support, which was complete garbage, through chat, and ultimately it ended up with me scheduling an appointment to go in the store. I'm hoping that the issue is the case, because the case is still under warranty. It's just under a year of ownership. If it's my iPad, that's really gonna suck because I'm not buying a new iPad, especially with them on the verge of releasing the new iPad Pro. So I'm literally driving to the Apple store, which isn't that far from the house, and I'm probably gonna be a little bit late for my appointment, so hopefully they ain't mad. But yeah, that's what's going on with it. I'm sorry that this camera angle is weird, and also I'm sorry that the audio is trash. I don't know how it's gonna sound. I'm really hoping it's not the iPad because my iPad's fairly out of warranty. It's like at least 2 years old now. So if it is the iPad, then I'll probably just not use the case because it'll just be the smart connector. Everything else works fine. It's just this. And I'm not buying a new iPad when Apple's on the verge of releasing a new iPad Pro. So that would be really stupid. That'd be stupid. Sorry, y'all. It is too hot for me to have this window up and be wearing this coat. I don't even know why I'm wearing it. There we go. It's breezy. I'm sorry if the audio is trash now, but this is a lifestyle we gotta live. I'm gonna be super late for this appointment. This traffic is bumping today. I'm late, I'm officially late. It's fine, I'm pulling into the mall right now. So I'm just like 1 minute past at this point. So I'm not like that late, but I don't like being late. Unfortunately, I forgot to save the chat transcript from the chat that I had with the Apple rep, but it was pretty much useless. I don't know how the Apple store is going to react to me being on iOS or iPad OS 14.5 either, but with the beta, you have to opt out of it and wait for the next regular update, and it hasn't updated since 14.4.2, so I can't get off the beta software right now. So I know they're probably going to try to use that as an excuse, but you know, we'll see what happens. I got the iPad, I got to the mall, I got my mask, and we will see what happens. All right, y'all, so I just got back out of the store. I still got my same iPad and my same case, believe it or not. So basically, the case is broken, luckily. It was actually really easy. It was like maybe 15 minutes at the most. So basically, he just had me put my iPad on some of the demo units and worked right away with those cases. And then I even tried one of the cases, just the smart keyboard case, and even that worked. So obviously the connector's fine. It's literally just the case, but the reason I still have the same case is they didn't have any in stock. So let me take my current case with me. They went ahead and ordered it. He said it should be like here in 2 to 4 days. So I have to come back and pick up the new case once it's available. Definitely a lot better than that chat experience I had earlier where a lady did not know how to troubleshoot and didn't understand, like, if you install a beta software, you're kind of stuck with it until the update comes out. Like an update comes out to override it. Anyway, that experience was horrible. I wish I had saved the chat transcript because it was really garbage. But the in-store experience was pretty seamless. It was just smart. Like, okay, like the case is not working. Let's determine what the issue is. Put the iPad on these other cases. It works. Obviously, it's the case. They went ahead and replaced it under warranty. So I'm very happy. So I'll be back once I get the new case in 2 to 4 days. for me, which will be about 10 seconds for you, and we can go ahead and unbox it, and then I can just talk about my overall experience. See you then. All right, y'all. So I know in the last part I was like, I'm gonna be, my glasses are all fogged up. I'm actually at work on lunch, but I know in the last part I was like, I'm gonna be back and we're gonna do an unboxing and blah blah blah. But it is now Thursday, so it's been like 5 days since I went to the Apple store. Well, it's really been, I guess technically if you like, it's 4 days. Really 3 business days, not counting today. So it hasn't been too long, but I did notice yesterday that they had the cases back in stock and nobody's contacting me about swapping mine out. And then when I check the status of my repair, it just says like no status available or something like that. So I tried to call the store. And if you call the store before, then you know it just routes you to the call center. And then I got transferred to 2 different people, had to explain the whole situation. Like, I really just want to see if I can come and swap my broken case out. So the second person, they're like, oh, well, do you know if they have any in stock? I'm like, I know they have it in stock. That's why I'm calling. I haven't heard anything back. They're like, yeah, because we can't check here. And so the only thing that they could do was just set me up with another appointment in the store. So now I got to go back to the store again with another appointment on Friday, almost a week later, to try to sort this out. This will be fun. This will be really fun. Overall, I liked my interaction with the rep on Saturday. Like, he was really good. He got right to the point. Same thing I would have done troubleshooting-wise. So you just test it on a different case and see if it works. If it works, then, you know, it's the case. Got right to the point. It was a really short trip, but I have a feeling that he just didn't put the ticket in correctly when he created it, and that's the reason I haven't heard back. So it is really frustrating between the bad chat experience, the store experience, which the experience itself, like dealing with the rep, was good, but then they still did something wrong, and then having to deal with this chat that all they could do was just schedule another appointment. I really just wanted to talk to somebody at the store so I could find out, like, hey, can I come up there and swap it out? But of course, Apple's automated system's too complicated. So we will find out tomorrow if I get my new case. The other thing I'm worried about is, since I didn't talk to the store, maybe they're unaware that I'm supposed to be picking up this case, that what if they don't have any when I come tomorrow because they're not aware that I'm supposed to be picking up this case because the order wasn't put in correctly, and apparently support and the store can't communicate with each other than scheduling appointments. I don't know. That's really irritating now. I just want my working case. But since I am on lunch, you guys want to do a exclusive Mike Text It Out mukbang? That's like the thing. Are we mukbanging? No? You guys, no mukbang? You sure? Okay. But we'll see what happens. No mukbang. All right, I'm finally out of the car. I finally got my replacement case. Like, it has been crazy. So by the time you see this video, the first part was actually like 3 weeks ago by the time this video goes up, because I had the Apple event that I wanted to cover last week, so I postponed finishing it. But I'm just really here to talk about the experience with the Apple Store. But yeah, ultimately I did get a brand new keyboard case. Was it more of a hassle than it should have been? Absolutely, 100%. And this isn't the first time I've been disappointed with Apple support. I remember the whole issue with my MacBook Pro 2018. I did a whole video about that, how they tried to tell me there was no issue with it, and then the guy realized the battery was swollen and how hot it was running, and he's like, oh yeah, there's an issue with it. So after I scheduled the appointment that Thursday to go in that Friday about the same issue, then that's when I finally got an email from the store that morning saying that my item was ready for pickup. So I think that they saw that I put in that request, and they were finally like, oh, we forgot to do this, or they realized that somebody messed up, like the guy I talked to probably didn't put something in correctly. And going there and switching it out wasn't bad. Like, I just got there, they gave me the new one. I was going to do an unboxing originally, but they didn't give me the box. They put my old one in the box that this one came in, and they just gave me the iPad like in the wrapping, or the iPad case in the wrapping. It would be nice to get a new iPad, especially with the 1000 nits, the 12.9. Anyway, so overall, like, I kind of interface with all of their support channels, all their customer-facing support channels, chat, in-store, and phone. The in-store was definitely the best because it was just easy to just get in there and show them the issue. The chat was probably the worst, followed very closely by the phone support. The people on the phone were very nice, but it seemed like they were just like not able to do anything, which is fine, but like it took like 20 minutes for them to get to the point where they just scheduled me another appointment to go back into the store. The rep flat out told me like, oh, I would just go back to the store. And I was like, I would, but because of COVID, they're running on appointments only. Like, you can't actually go into the store. Like, you have to have an appointment. So I was like, I don't know if I could just go to the store or not. And that's when he was finally like, oh, I can schedule you an appointment. And I was like, okay, that's fine, because I'm not going to go back up to the store unless I have an appointment, because I don't want to get turned away, or I don't want to cause issues, you know, especially with everything going on with COVID. I definitely want to be respectful of the workers. Overall, the experience was very annoying. I don't blame the chat person for ultimately scheduling me an in-store appointment, because there was no way to verify what the issue was without someone actually looking at it. Like, I didn't have a way to verify it, so yeah, that makes sense. The in-store person, I don't know if they dropped the ball or not, or maybe it was just a coincidence that after I called and scheduled a visit, then the next morning I finally got an email saying that it was available, even though it was available like at least a day before I called, because I didn't check on Monday or Tuesday. I'm sure customers have a way of getting stuff taken care of when stuff like this does happen, where the support kind of falls short. And I've definitely been on the receiving end of, you know, somebody messed up, or a lot of people messed up, and now I'm the person over the phone that has to fix it, or the person that ends up having to fix it. So I've been there, and I understand that, you know, you hire people and it's not going to be perfect, even if you give them all the training in the world. But I just had multiple bad experiences with Apple support, and it makes me really reconsider buying Apple products. That's why I have a cheap MacBook Air, and I built out my Windows desktop, because that's fully serviceable by me. I can take it apart and replace components if I need to. Whereas like my phone and tablets and stuff, they're so locked down, especially Apple tablets, you really have to go through their support channel in order to get it fixed. And that's why right to repair is so important. I mean, that doesn't mean that I'm going to fix it, but at least I could go to a different repair shop and not have to deal with Apple directly if they had, you know, the parts, or that those parts were available in order to fix it. The other thing that I want to highlight is I did buy this case open box, and I had it for 11 months when it died. And the good thing about buying open box is you still get the same warranty. So I took it in there. It was still under warranty, because even though it wasn't new, and I saved like, I think I saved like $40 or $50 by buying an open box, but I still got the same warranty. And now I have a brand new one, because there was an issue. And I don't believe that this issue was because it was open box, because it just randomly died. Like, there was no explanation as to why it died. It just stopped working. Overall, I think Apple definitely has some opportunities, especially with their chat and phone support, to do better. I'm happy that my keyboard got replaced, because I really love this keyboard. Like, I use it every day. Like, I mean, it's like my bedside tablet, but I use it to navigate my tablet when I'm in bed. And since I've had it, like, I literally only use it. Like, I barely ever use the touch screen aside from when I'm doing my thumbnails. So this is like an essential tool for me now. It's a great keyboard. It's a great tablet. The support is not so great. But that's the whole story, and I finally got my new keyboard. I am happy, even though it was a hassle. Let me know what your experience have been if you've contacted Apple support, because I feel like this is like 2 times at least where I've contacted their support and it's been bad, or something stupid has happened, or something bad has happened. Even in store last time, it was bad. So let me know if you've run into similar things. But that's going to bring this video to a close. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to tell a friend, tell a coworker, like, share, and subscribe, and always do at least 2 things at the same time.